right, Richard at the Steady Peddler here. We're going to take a quick look at the seat post, seat tube, seat clamp, all that seat-related stuff with your electric bike. This is a 2.0 step-through, going to be very similar to other models in that range, probably the 1.0, 3.0 for sure, maybe a light, and maybe some others. So you can check and see if this applies to yours. The first thing to look at is that many of the electric bikes have a set of Allen screws that come in from the back side of the seat tube, and those, if the bolts that you use, the Allen screws that you use, are too long, they will come in to the seat post area and they can affect the seat sliding up and down. So that's one problem to watch out for. Next thing you'll notice is that actually on your bike, you're going to find that there is a seat shim that is in place. I've pulled the one out of this bike for just to be able to better show you. And this has a slot in it that lines up with the slot in the back of the seat tube. So when this goes in, this should be clocked at the same position as that slot. If it's over here or over there or over there, so if it's anything but lined up in the back with that other slot, then there's going to be trouble afoot when you try and tighten down your seat post. You're not going to get optimal clamping on it. The next thing is the clamp itself. This is an over-center clamp. When you throw this, it's going to exert a ton of force on your seat shim, your seat tube, and eventually the seat post. If it's adjusted properly, you should be able to put this on, but it's going to take your palm of your hand to do it. Just fingers like this is not going to work. So how you adjust that is it's a finger nut on this side. You can put a drop of lubrication on the over-center cam side. That won't hurt anything. But then you finger adjust this so that there's definite pressure that you're putting on with the palm of your hand. And this slot is going to line up with those slots. If it's lining up any other way to where it's not lining up slot to slot, then you got trouble. Now some electric models may have this clamp turned. They may have these slots turned, but the slot in this clamp and the slot in the shim and the slot in the frame all need to line up for optimal clamping strength. Other thing to check is to be sure that your seat tube and seat post don't have any grease on them or oil on them to make them slide up and down easier, because that same lubrication can make it difficult for them to hold the seat post. So there's some tips for you. Hopefully that'll help you out and get your seat post so it'll stay in one spot.